is advised.
Hey everyone, this video is brought to you by Audible. Audible is offering you a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial membership. All you need to do is go to audibletrial.com/bgunlocked. The link is in the description below, and now enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and Brad and I are going to be doing a new series for Gloomhaven Jaws of the Lion. A little bit behind the curve, but I think that's okay. Like, this is still talked about all over the social media sites. But what's going to be interesting about this series is because the Jaws of the Lion is a kind of introduction tutorial thing, Brad has been essentially on record saying he hates everything Gloomhaven. I think he also said you hate Isaac personally, like on deep personal... No, that's not true. But he does not like Gloomhaven. But we're going to see if the tutorial and introduction of this, and playing with me, Brad's best and only friend, will actually... You're like... All right, I don't want to do it anymore.
Really quick clarification, it's the hand management part, so I'm hoping this gets me over that hump.
This is essentially only showing this, so
the hand management part is what made me hate it, so I'm hoping that
we shall see, but hopefully it works. However, so we are actually, I don't know why I did this, because I was going to read the opening story.
Yes.
But, which is on the front. So, yeah, anyway, so before I start this, yeah, we're following the Learn to Play guide. If you're fans of the show or you've seen the show, you know I've played at least, how many? I want to say at least like 15 or 20 scenarios in Gloomhaven, so I am familiar with it. But Brad's only done a few. Okay. It will be good to get back to the Sleeping Lion. After a fortnight going up and down the still river, chasing a bad lead on a missing blacksmith, you can almost feel the warmth of the inn's hearth when Gloomhaven's walls come into view. You are almost home. To be fair, it's not just the blacksmith. An alarming number of people within the poorer districts of the city have gone missing. Usually, nothing comes of it, though. Just another poor soul forgotten out here on the edge of civilization. The blacksmith's wife, Sandy, however, managed to somehow scrape enough money together to hire you to find her husband. You're not sure where the money came from, but no matter the source, it couldn't have come easy, which makes it doubly painful to return to the city empty-handed. Well, not truly empty-handed, you did find her husband's head. No kidding. It's like, you pay up, we found something. True, Sandy was a little light on the payment, but you are the Jaws of the Lion, one of the most well-known mercenary groups in the backwater dump of a town. Surely it can't hurt to take a charity case every once in a while. Getting good jobs is about maintaining a reputation, after all. Which is why you really need to get to the bottom of this and not return to the widow with nothing but the calluses on your feet. Although you probably shouldn't call her a widow to her face, at least not until the fate of the blacksmith has been confirmed. Given, however, that none of those who disappeared have returned, the outlook is grim. As these cheery thoughts pass through your mind, you notice movement up ahead and immediately draw your weapon. What weapon do you have? You already have a lit bomb. Oh, there you go. It's just like, why do you like that already? And I have like this whip kind of a hook thing, a sickle, a chain sickle.
chain sickle.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, the sun has dipped low in the sky, reducing visibility, but you can clearly see some ramshackled wooden barricades blocking the road in front of you. And sure enough, as you cautiously approach the scene, vermlings jump out from behind the obstructions, flashing crude swords and sharp sticks and showing their buttholes. You have to admit you are quite tired from the day's journey, but still, these oversized rats certainly picked the wrong group of travelers to ambush today. You are the Jaws of the Lion, after all, and you are always ready to show there is only one outcome for anyone who dares threaten you. Death! Alrighty, so here is the map. Introduction. The road back to Gloomhaven has been long, and now to get attacked by vermlings when all you want is a warm meal and a soft bed, well, it makes you go mad. Mad enough to kill these mangy creatures before you collapse from exhaustion. Of course, the vermlings have other plans. They gibber about wanting your coin and the meat on your bones. Nasty things, really. Best to ignore their ranting and end this quickly. Make sure each character's starting hand consists of their 6 ability cards marked A. The Vermling Raiders will act on initiative 50 each round. They will first move their base value, and then if a character is adjacent to them, attack for their base attack value. So, we place our characters here. I don't know if you want to be up front or wherever.
Melee. Are you melee?
I am not. I will be. I think I'm ranged.
Okay, I'll get up there because I'm just running up and piston punching them.
And I'll just chain sickle them. All right. So there's tips on here. Place each of your character figures on one of the 4 indicated entrance hexes. We have done that. Then I will place these guys where they need to be, which is going to be one up here. And then one here. The reason why I like standees more is because you actually get to see the artwork.
Yeah.
We have our 6 things, which actually show like blue, like hints that explain like what the things do. This is already brilliant. And we have our 10 health. We have no items. We have our modifier deck. There's a modifier deck there. They have a base movement of 1 and a base attack of 2. And the elite has 10 health, whereas the common have 5 health. And then everything's over there. So, scenario 1 rules. Well, we pretty much already did a setup for that. We placed the thing on the sticker. The what? We placed the sticker on the board. The thing on the sticker. Which is right outside. So Demolitionist, which is what you are. You are melee damage and obstacle destruction. And Red Guard is protection and monster manipulation. So I'm actually not ranged. That's the hatchet, which I did not choose. Okay, so with that being said, before we get started, we did our play area setup. Already did introduction text, special rules. I just read that. And then, yeah, so like I said, this is going to be, especially the first one, is going to be very, very introduction forward. But I kind of wanted to showcase the apparently amazing tutorial system. So with that being said, let's hear about your character.
All right, so...
Oh, we get to name them.
Oh, we have to name them?
We can. Here you go. I'll give you a pen. Or here. I'll give you the pencil. Since...
Do we just... Okay, go right here.
You can just...
Let's see here. What does she look like?
She kind of looks like a troll doll. Almost like a bald troll doll. Who do I look? Okay. Let's see.
This is kind of a... Oh, gosh. Are you going serious with your name? Or
No.
Are you just being... Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not like... I'm not naming him like Farts or something, but I did... So, because my character looks like that, my character's name is Luciferian Bloodlord.
Oh, God.
Yeah! Satan!
Barbie?
Barbie?
I don't know what it would be.
Usually my names come right off the cuff. Here, let me see your character. Alright, let's see. You can name her Harley Boom Boom.
Harley's a good name. I like Harley. I was trying to think of something like...
Or name her Harley Bang. Because she's a demolitionist and...
Harley Booms.
Harley Booms. There we go. All right. Because she has like the painting on it. And
yeah,
think of like that.
Which I don't know. You want to show a picture?
Yeah. So
up there.
Let me flip this so I can at least see the camera.
Yeah. So it's kind of like it's like a female small character, and I'm going to read about her to show she is a quattral demolitionist. It says, because of their diminutive size, quattrals feel they have a lot to prove. From an early age, they are encouraged to study as much as possible about many different subjects. Though there are expert quattrals in any field, they seem to have a particular affinity to engineering and machinery. Their long, delicate fingers allow them to build all manner of intricate contraptions to make life easier and augment their inferior physical strength. Though they are not numerous, quattrals can easily integrate themselves into any society due to their expertise in critical fields and their charming, graceful demeanor. Only a fool would shun a quattral's offer to help. Even when augmenting themselves with machines of their own creation to destroy anything that stands in their path, quattrals will still do it with charm and flair. Though they may be small, demolitionists don't let that hold them back in the least. Between their rocket boots, multitude of bombs, and giant piston fists, They are a force to be reckoned with. Sometimes the only path forward is the one they create themselves. In such cases, it is best just to get out of their way.
Cool. It's funny. I've made an RPG character that was essentially kind of a demolitionist, and in the RPG for D&D, it was me and another friend. We were brothers, and he was a trap maker, and I was a bomb expert.
And Harley booms.
All right. So I am playing the Valrath Redguard, Luciferian Bloodlord. Dude, he has a tail.
Yeah, I know.
Like, he's literally the devil. Alright. Though their demon-like qualities make them feared by many, Valraths are, for the most part, well-mannered and gentle, preferring to solve problems through diplomacy rather than violence. But they look demonic. They come from a dark and bloody heritage of genocide and warfare, and as they have become more civilized, have simply made concerted efforts to put their past behind them. Valraths pride themselves on being able to integrate themselves peacefully into human society, often becoming wealthy merchants or influential politicians. So politician, the devil, like it kind of works together, works hand in hand. Not every Valrath can be peaceful, however. There is a specific caste in the Valrath capital of Jinda tasked with protecting the city. It is a prestigious position and one not easily lived up to. Outcast from Jinda for unknown crimes, the Redguard found it too difficult to part from their identity as a protector, keeping the distinctive red armor as well as their chain sickle and shield. The only place to find work was as a mercenary in Gloomhaven, and maybe, just maybe, by standing on the front lines and keeping their allies from harm, the Redguard will find some way to redeem themselves. Not in the eyes of the Jinda culture, which has permanently turned its back, but at least within their own esteem. Well, that's depressing. You know, Jinda is kind of a shithole anyway, so I don't want to live there. Alright. So that's who we got. We got Harley and Luciferian. So, we're just pretty much going to go through this. Now that the game has been set up, gameplay within a scenario is broken up into a series of rounds. Each round, all players will select which ability cards they would like to play. The chosen cards will determine the initiative order, which is a sequence in which characters and monsters will perform their turns. Once all figures on the map have taken a turn, the round will end and a new will begin. So, card selection. Each player will now privately and simultaneously select 2 ability cards from their hand of 6 to play face down in front of them. During this step, players can make general statements about their actions for the round and discuss strategy, but they cannot show other players their cards, nor give specific information about any numerical value or card title. It's the fog of war kind of thing. Of the 2 chosen cards, one is selected as the initiative card, which will determine the character's initiative based on the initiative value in the center of the card, where lower numbers go first. It should be placed face down beneath the other card, such that when both cards are flipped over and revealed, it is now the card on top, and the initiative value is visible. So, once the character's turn comes up in the initiative order, they will carry out their turn by performing the top action of one of their cards and the bottom action of the other card in whatever order they want. We haven't covered the specifics of how all the actions work yet, but the plain text description in the blue boxes on the card should give you a better idea of their function. If you're unsure about which cards to pick, try these suggestions for each character. So, for you...
Oh, sorry. I was going to ask you, what is that? Is that an obstacle?
That is an obstacle. All hexes with a green border are obstacles and cannot be entered. The demolitionist can destroy them, though, at which point a destruction token is placed on the obstacle and it becomes a normal hex.
Okay.
So it actually tells you things that you can destroy. Let's see. This one is just for the rewards. We haven't gone over that. And this tip here specifically just mentions the different colors and what type of enemies go
I
there.
was just curious because I have stuff that blows stuff up.
Yep. So that's here and there. It recommends for you, if you can do whatever you want, but you can do it's saying you can do 1-2 punch and knock out the support. Those are the 2 that it recommends for you, and I will just go with choosing which of the 2 to be your initiative card, however, is up to you. The round will be acted out from low to high initiative, and according to the special rules, the monsters will be acted on initiative 50, so the decision to make it whether you want to go before the monsters or after the monsters. So, it recommends that I do Blinding Sickle and Shocking Advance.
Are you doing the recommended?
I'll go with the recommended.
Yeah, I am too.
Why not?
So put the one
the initiative that you want
needs to be
will
here,
be here.
We'll go face
So when
down,
you flip it.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep. So let's see. I think that this dumbass who ran up on Satan and his highly eccentric companion is an idiot. So I think you can handle that.
Oh, yeah, I got him taken care of.
I think you can just completely kill him. So I think I will try and flank around and then go after some of these guys. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm not gonna be able to hit them, but I actually might go after. I think I'll slow it down. All right. So let's see. Ignore the icons in the middle left of the cards. For now, these will be discussed in scenario 2. So. Order of it. So we flip over characters' cards to reveal their initiative. So boom.
I have 20.
You have 20. I have 87.
And they're at 50.
And they are at 50. So in order, it'll be you, them, and then me.
Okay. So now.
So well, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it's. I mean, we have played this game before, but
No. Go ahead. See if it matches what I was going to do.
If there's a tie between any character and monster, the character goes first. If there's a tie between two characters, the tiebreaker is the initiative value of their second card. You're ready to act out the round, starting with the first figure in the initiative order, the one with the lowest initiative, which is you. So we get a turn. On the character's turn, they will perform one top action and one bottom action. They cannot perform two top or two bottom. Their selection of which cards to use for their initiative no longer matters. An action must be performed in the order written, and then the card is placed in the character's discard pile on the left. God, I'm dying. On the left side where it says discard. So move X allows a figure to move up to the number of hex spaces. The figure does not have to use all movement points when performing a move. You can move through allies, characters through characters, monsters through monsters. Though the movement can never end on an occupied hex, you cannot move through enemies, obstacles, or walls.
Okay, so you can go through me. So if I block you, you can go.
It's not going to be that big of a deal. I just cannot end on you.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, and then attack allows a figure to cause one targeted enemy within their range to suffer base X. Figures cannot attack their allies unless otherwise specified. There are two types of attacks, ranged and melee. Ranged has the bow and arrow and has an X, which shows the number of hexes. Ranged cannot be counted through a wall. Let's see. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Like, I love line of sight in this game. So yeah, the main difference between ranged and melee attacks, other than what can be targeted, is that if a ranged attacker targets an enemy adjacent to the attacker, it gains disadvantage. Advantage, and this explains advantage and disadvantage. Advantage is you get to draw two modifier cards, and you apply whichever one is better.
Choose one.
Disadvantage is you apply whichever one is worse.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
You cannot have multiple instances of advantage, so if you get two, you can't draw four and pick one. Same with disadvantage. Let's see. Attack modifier cards. Anytime a figure performs an attack, the figure must flip over one card from their attack modifier deck for each separate target to modify the attack. So if you got to hit two people, it'd be two different modifiers. Okay. Essentially, a numerical value adds or subtracts from your total damage. A purple times 2 means the attack value should be doubled. A yellow miss symbol means it does no damage. And then once you draw one of those, the times 2 or the miss,
right.
That means that you then shuffle your discard pile at the end of the round. Yeah. I mean, and then obviously the damage you do, if it equals their health, they die. Line of sight. When any figure is targeted by an ability, the target figure must have clear line of sight. This is established if a line can be drawn from any part of the targeting figure's hex to any part of the targeting figure's hex without touching a wall line. Only walls block line of sight.
Deal.
So... yeah, so go ahead and do your turn. It actually
right.
doesn't specify
That's
in
good.
what
It's
order you should.
Pretty simplistic
do
here. So I'm going to do the move 2. But instead of I'm just going to move 1.
Okay.
Because then it says underneath the move 2, destroy one adjacent obstacle if you do perform strengthen.
Ooh, okay.
So that's done. So I'll have advantage on all my attacks, and I'm going to be doing 2 separate attacks on that same guy.
Ooh, nice.
So attack 2.
So, yeah, so you get strengthen.
So I get to do 2 cards, right?
Yep, so you'll flip over.
And I get to pick the better one.
Ooh, God.
Oh, geez.
That's a rough.
So I guess I'm -1.
Okay.
And it was a 2.
So it'll
So
deal
just do 1 damage.
1 damage.
These both get discarded, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep. And
and
that
now
was
I'm-
number 3. Whoop.
And now I'm doing my attack 1.
Yep.
So I'm also at strength. And my God, I shuffled these. So one more.
One damage.
Good gravy.
You haven't fully charged your piston. Your piston punches. All right.
So I guess my strength goes away now, or does that?
It would go away. Yeah. So essentially, those types of conditions. Yep. Yeah, so conditions may be applied as their own ability or as an effect of an attack. Even if an attack does no damage, conditions are still applied. There are 4 conditions applicable to Scenario 1, 3 negative and 1 positive. If a condition is applied to a character, place the corresponding token in the lower left section of their character mat. If a condition is applied to a monster, place the token on this envelope. These 4 conditions stay on the target until the end of the target's next full turn, which could be the same round. So that would be the end of your turn, so strengthen would go away.
Okay.
But the target's next full turn.
And do these, I put these in discard.
Yep,
right?
you put both of them in your discard pile, so now they're going to go, which means that they will act on initiative 50. They will first move, and then, so these guys are going to move 1. Oh, they're slow. Why are you guys so slow? So they're going to move. This guy's going to come around. Yep. He's going to stay there, and he's going to attack you for 2 with his modifier of +1, so 3 damage.
Jeez.
So, some abilities cause figure to suffer damage without being... Oh, that's something else. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there's heal, self. Some abilities specify the target as self. This means that the figure using the ability is the only possible target. Monster turns. Okay. Yeah, level of monster, stats for elite, monster's maximum hit point. Okay, their focus. Before a monster does anything else on its turn, the monster will focus on one specific character to attack. The focus will be the character the monster can perform its attack against using the least amount of movement. In Scenario 1, the monsters only attack from adjacency, so the monster will find the shortest possible path to get adjacent to a character, and then that character will become the focus. If a character is already adjacent to the monster, then you're the focus. Yep. It does not matter whether the monster can reach the end of its path this turn, so long as there is a path, given infinite movement to reach a hex to a character. So then they moved, and then they're going to attack. Yep, once the monster is moved, if it is now adjacent to its focus, it will attack its focus. It does so in the same way characters attack, with its base attack value modified by an attack modifier flipped. Great. Character damage and exhaustion. Anytime a character suffers damage, they reduce their current hit point value by that amount by rotating their hit point dial. If you ever reach 0, you are immediately exhausted, your figure is removed from the map, you cry in real life, and continue to hate the game. They can no longer participate in the game until the end of the scenario. Exhaustion doesn't mean death. Characters will always be fully refreshed at the end of a scenario, even from exhaustion. Yep. Okay. So... At any point, play through the monster turns, any remaining character's turns in initiative order, then read the following section once each character has taken a turn. Alright.
So your turn now, right?
Yep! Well, great. Alright. I was hoping you would have killed him.
Well, I wasn't expecting negative with all that.
Well, the good news is now the rest of your cards are most likely going to be good. You did wound him, though. These guys are slow. They do not scuttle very fast. Yeah, they're stats are the exact same. So, now, I have...
You can get on that rubble if you...
Oh, you're right. You're right. I totally can. And I'm totally going to. I'm going to move... you know what? Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm sitting there and I'm like, Harley, what the hell? You're just like... and I'm going to... So I did my 4... but I only moved the 3. Then I'm going to do an attack 3. +1! 4, so I just went and I cut his throat. And I'm like, there! That's how you kill vermlings! And you see me like sucking the blood and like praising my lord and savior, Lucifer. So, that one is dead. Did we talk about vermling monster death? Probably... Oh, okay. After attack value is made and final attack value is calculated... that amount of damage is suffered to the target. In the case of a monster suffering damage, yep, did that. If there are enough damage tokens to equal or exceed the monster's maximum hit point value, the monster is killed and removed from the map. All tokens in the monster stat envelope section can then be returned to the tray. Okay, so it doesn't specify in regular games. They drop like a coin for us to loot, but we don't have any loot cards, so so that's fine. Anyway, yep. So that was my 2. Now they're done. So now it is the end of a round. Once the end of the initial is reached and all figures have taken their turn in a round, the round will end. If any attack modifier deck has flipped over a card with a shuffle icon, shuffle its discard pile back into the deck. Go ahead and play the next 2 rounds. Yep. Ordering initiative. When you are out of cards in your hand, on the third round, refer to the final section of Scenario 1 rules below to learn how to get your cards back. All right. So now we just kind of do whatever. Ooh, that's pretty good. These are all pretty good. But I need to move and kill some people. You think you can kill someone this turn? You think you can do something? Ooh. I think I.
What is that keyword?
What's it? Okay, so what's your health? What was your health? 8?
Oh, well, it's a 5 now.
So now it's at 5. Disappointed in you, Harley. You let me down. I guess we did just come back from a whole lot of nothing, finding the blacksmith's wife, not finding. Yep, that's that.
So which one are you gonna try to go for?
I'm going to try. I think if we focus the elite,
because I have ranged attack.
Oh, okay. So if you can do some
things of range,
if you can do some range, I can also do some range.
Because I have a range of 4. Oh,
well, because here's the thing, they move
talk.
1.
That's right.
Yeah. Fog of War. You can hit him though from a distance.
I can hit him.
You're just like tossing a bomb up in the air, and you're like, this is gonna do it. All right. Yep. But I'm gonna be pretty slow. I do not seem the fastest guy, but yeah, I can also try and throw my whip at him. So we will do that, but I'm gonna be pretty slow, just so you know. I got my 2.
Well, I'm trying to.
I mean, granted,
so you can do the top then the bottom and all
in really any order. You just can't do both. Don't need that right there. Flip it a little bit closer.
Well, I'm gonna change my plan.
Aw.
Yeah, I know.
But I picked my cards based on what you know.
Were you? Did you?
No, not really.
Okay. I mean, because it's more or less, I'm just gonna
do some sexy stuff.
Well.
All right. Okay. 63.
42.
Same order. All right, you go first.
All right. So I'm going to move 3.
Ooh, we're just gonna run right up on him.
And then I'm gonna do a attack 3 piston punch.
All right. Come on, times 2. All right.
All right, so 4 damage.
4 damage. That is not nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So that was on the elite. He is number 6. Okay. Well, the good thing is he's only attacking. He's the only one attacking you. So in this case, they're gonna move. He's going to come around. This guy's still coming down. And then, yeah. And then he's going to attack you for 2.
That works.
You just punch him in the chest and he's like, and then kind of clipped you. All right, so my turn. Well, that'd be cool if I got my times 2, but I think what I am going to do is I'm going to do I have Desert Knight and Flaming Sickle. So I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3. So I'm only moving the 3. I'm going to do my Flaming Sickle and try and hit him with a range 2. Range 4. Not range 4. Attack 3 plus 1. So 4. So he is at 8. He's almost dead.
Only has 2 hit points left?
Only 2 hit points left.
Okay.
Is there a 5er in there? There's not. So 3... 6.
So I don't understand. What is that?
7, 8.
Muddle. Disadvantage
Muddle
on
gives
all
him
attacks. Remove it end of next turn.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I gotcha.
So if you muddle him, then.
Well, no, that's just to me. I'm assuming. Oh no.
No,
no. He getting the disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
All right. So now we just have these two. You think you can finish him?
Yeah, I got him.
All right.
Because he only has 2 health, right?
Only has 2 health.
As long as I don't get a negative.
Negative. Yeah, or your miss. Well, you know what? Yeah. Okay, we'll do this. Do I have any other? All right.
Actually, I can do this way, and it'll be different.
All right. Well, yeah, I think. All right. Yep. So these are my 2. So I got 38.
19. So
19.
you and me go first, and they go last.
Oh, you're right. Oh, good deal. Good deal. Yep.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do my attack 3.
Okay.
And he'd be muddled, but I don't know if that's going to make a difference.
Attack 5. Yeah, you basically, what was that attack called? Implode?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I just kind of blew up.
Yeah, you blew him up. He just disintegrated.
And then I have move 4.
All right.
So
You should go around me.
Oh, around me.
Yeah, go around
1,
me.
2,
Yes.
3, 4.
Let's stick together as a team.
Yes.
As a sweet team. Because the only thing I can actually do is I'm going to heal you for 2.
Oh, cool.
And then the rest of my attack, my twirling stabs and stuff, only I can't move. So they're just...
You're just sitting there going...
Right. Somehow I'm healing you. Huh? Come on!
Now they're going to move 1 to us.
Yep. All my taunting, and then I'm like sitting there doing all these blades. I'm like patching you up. This is no place to die. All right. So, short rest. At the end of the 3rd round, all 6 of your ability cards should be in your discard pile, and you'll need to get them back to continue playing. You can get cards back from your discard pile by short resting. If a character has at least 2 cards in their discard pile, not just if their hand is empty, they may perform a short rest at the end of the round. When a character short rests, they take all cards in their discard pile, shuffle them, and place 1 at random on the right side of their character mat in their lost pile. The rest of the discard pile is then returned to the character's hand, and the next round is played as normal. Anytime a character would rather keep the card that was lost, they may suffer 1 damage to lose a different random card from their discard pile, but this can only be done once per short rest. Cards in a character's lost pile cannot be returned to the player's hand for the rest of the scenario. All characters should short rest now. Alright. Let's see. Which one are we gonna lose? So yeah, so basically these 2 Valras just saw their leader blow up.
Right.
And they're like, they saw me cut down their friend. This guy was actually probably like a diplomacy guy.
So I lost Piston Punch.
You know what? Okay, here's what probably happened. These guys, their wagon actually broke down. This dude up here was trying to talk to us, but we're so tired that, like, you ran up and just punched him and I cut his head off. And they're like, what the fuck?
Well, they see, like, Satan walking. I got him.
Right. Let's see. I want to keep that. So I will lose the damage, and I will lose this one instead. Well, we lost our only healing card.
That's right, we should finish them off.
Yeah, we should make quick work of these guys. Okay. You need to play 2 cards at the beginning of every round. So in 2 more rounds, when you only have 1 card left of your now 5-card hand, you will have to short rest again. Running out of cards. Given enough rounds, characters will run out of cards to play because they have lost too many through resting. If a character is unable to play 2 cards at the start of a round because they do not have at least 2 cards, the character becomes exhausted, as described at the top of the page. Yep. Okay, so yeah, we got it. We got it. Which one are you going to go after? The guy that's sneaking around that obstacle?
I'm going to take the one that's right here in front of me.
Great.
I'll be able to probably do it pretty good. Because they only have how many hit points?
5.
Yeah, I might be able to finish them.
If I might be able to do some sweet maneuvers if I go after them, which I just might. Okay. Yep, got mine.
For fuck's sake. Okay, so if I do this and that
I really like the design of this red guard. I actually like the kind of the devil demon look. All red.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I am at 63.
20.
20, alright. So, now we are swapping. You are now going first.
Okay, so I'm going to move 2. I'm going to move here, and I'm going to destroy...
Oh.
Which one of these would you rather?
This one in case I need to book it.
So I destroy that which gains me. I gain strengthen now.
Nice.
And then I'm going to do two
Oh,
attacks on 1-2 punch on him.
Great.
So I'm hitting him with a 2.
Yep.
Plus 2,
Ooh,
so 4.
4
on the
damage.
first one.
Nice. Well, I'll wait to see if you
And
kill
then
him.
1 plus... That's a
Killed him.
6, so he's done.
Killed him. Nice. You essentially blew that up the shrapnel, like shot and just impaled him. You're like, I didn't plan that. All right. So that was your turn. Then
That's
this is
lost. This is discard.
Yep. So
Should
he's.
we put lost and with like face down, maybe?
I don't, just because I mean I'm familiar, but if whatever works for you. So he's gonna move up. He's going to attack me for -1, so he does 1 damage. Barely nicks me.
Well, he had to walk through the flames of his,
captain. He's like, oh god. Ah! He's really just. This guy is a death wish. All right, so my turn. I will do twirling stab. So come on. I just start swirling for a 2, so 2 damage. And then I have my bottom attack 2, +2, so I killed him.
Oh, okay.
Because it was total of 6 damage. So it's flaming, so my blades are on fire, and I'm just like swirling, and then just he also catches fire immediately and gets cut into 1 million pieces. So we did it. We completed the scenario. The scenario goal was kill all enemies, which we did do. Congratulations on completing Scenario 1. Read the conclusion text and the scenario rewards. When you see a new location listed in the rewards, that means to place a new sticker on the city map board. In this case, place a sticker for Scenario 2. It should match up with art in Section B1. So, conclusion. You wipe the blood of the last vermling from your face, and your thoughts return to the sleeping lion. Surely they've got a stew ready by now. It would be so perfectly warm and soothing, and it's right through that gate, so close you can already taste it. But then another thought comes. It is highly unusual, brazen really, for a pack of vermlings to operate this close to the city. Could they be behind the string of disappearances? It's a long shot, but one worth investigating, especially considering this ambush site doesn't look like their base of operations. There's probably a nest nearby that, with any luck, will have more information on the missing blacksmith. And treasure. Treasure would be nice. All right. So, there's your character back. We will take these off, and then we have some really sweet, a new sticker to put on, which is new location, a hole in the wall. We don't need no.
So I don't recall, like in Gloomhaven, the big game, was it a bigger board?
It is. It's an actual fold out big 4 board. Yeah, it's huge.
I couldn't remember.
This is a little bit more manageable.
The first time I owned it, I had it all punched and ready, and then the second time I owned it, I bought the broken token insert and spent all the time putting it together, and I never played it.
You never touched it.
I played Chads.
Gotcha. Yeah, so this is going to B1. So this is going. Oh god. Like that? Is that right?
B1.
Yeah, like I don't. Oh, okay. I see it. So this is going like this, I think.
Is it harder to see because it's a smaller board?
Not really. There are these dotted lines,
okay.
luckily, so it actually ended up working out. I just didn't see that the first time. All right, so there's that. Then, also because you successfully finished Scenario 1, mark the white box to its sticker to indicate it is complete. You cannot replace scenarios you have previously completed. So, we will mark number 1. We did it. So that's done. You can continue looking at that. Lastly, after each scenario, characters fully refresh, recovering all their ability cards, removing any condition tokens, and returning their hit point dial to their maximum hit point value. Note on your character map below the white 1, because you are level 1. However, let's see. What's the next one? Yep. So, At this point, each player should take one character sheet from their large character box. This sheet represents the character you will be playing throughout the campaign. We're about to make things permanent, so if you weren't happy with the character you played in Scenario 1, this is your last chance to switch to something else. Do you like your character?
Fine. Yeah.
Alright. I hate him! Provided you are happy with your selection, you should now name your character. Oh, well, we already did that. We got Harley Boom and...
Harley Booms and
Luciferian Bloodlord. Also mark the 1 next to level since you're a level 1. All other areas of the character sheet will be covered in future scenarios. Okay, so then we will... Let me grab our boxes real quick. So now we get our B cards.
Do all these cards come back to us, or are we really...
Yeah. Everything comes back.
Okay.
We all refresh.
All right.
Characters should now retrieve their 2 level B cards written under the title from their deck of ability cards in the character's large box and swap them into their pool of available ability cards, removing the 2 level A cards of the same name permanently, so they still only have 6 cards in hand. So here are your 2, 1-2 punch, and the big one. So...
Yeah, the big one.
Oh yeah, you got a big one.
Big one.
Got a big old butthole.
So these 2 go away.
Yep, so these actually get ripped up. Okay. Some of these level B cards have unfamiliar icons or terminology, but they will be covered in Scenario 2. Great!
Oh, man.
What if I had like this insane revelation that I was playing this game completely wrong? Which, according to some people, I am. Which I know I am. But that's fine. It's all about having fun. So I'm getting... my level 2. I'm supposed to have 10 cards. Why the fuck do I only get 6? Why am I handicapped? This game sucks.
I'm supposed to have 9.
Huh?
I'm supposed to have 9.
Oh yeah, you're a little handicapped too. All right, so Desert Knight and Flaming Sickle. So that's getting out, and Desert Knight is getting out. Ooh. Oh. I think was one of yours a loot card?
One of the new ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so was mine. Okay. So now,
It says loot 1.
yeah. All right. So that's probably one of the things. All right. So that was Scenario 1, everyone. Stick around for the rest of the series. Next will be Scenario 2. What was it called? Into the Hole. Oh, a hole in the wall.
The hole your mom.
Ooh, got him. The hole in Harley Booms. Anyway, and then it talks about saving, but we're not going to be doing that because we're going to be jumping straight into Scenario 2. However, that was Scenario 1, whatever it was called. Roadside Ambush. I hope you enjoyed. Stick around for the rest of the series. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you. Hey everyone, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you would like to see more of my content, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the bell to be notified whenever I upload any new content. If you feel like supporting the channel, you can go ahead and click that Patreon link to be taken to my Patreon, and any help is truly appreciated. Other than that, stick around for any other run-throughs or reviews or cool top 10s or whatever I feel like putting on. Other than that, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.